Can she find her game here?
Elina Svitolina to serve. Ready.
Without doubt, her toughest challenge, you would think, so far here at the US Open.
And Nick, so much will depend today on percentage of first serves in play and percentage of second serve points won. It is not a weapon of Svitolina. See if Gauff looks to be a little bit more aggressive when she does see a second serve. And for Gauff, she feels so much better about her game when that first serve is working. She gets a couple of free points. She's swinging out. It really relaxes her in the other aspects of her game. She did not have that rhythm in the last match.
Gael Monfils, and of course the man to his right, Andy Bettles, British coach, who's back with Elina. They enjoyed a lot of success together. In fact, he started as a hitting partner, did Andy, many years ago. Helped to win Singapore, the Tour Finals, which remains the biggest title in her career. A different player now, Svitolina, post and pre-birth, do you think? And if so, how?
Yeah, there was a big push from Svitolina when she was first coming back from her maternity break. There's a lot of work she put in with her then coach, Ramon Sloiter, on the forehand. How do we get you to have a huge weapon? Andy Bettles there in the green hat, now trying to continue that work. She knew she needed something that was going to stand out a little bit more. How can I finish points? And her forehand has been bigger since she's been back.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say a few people were a little surprised that Ramon Sloiter and her split. And we don't know the ins and outs of it, do we? We don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but Ramon has seemed to be guiding the ship pretty well there. And it's not the only player that he's worked with who's had success. He was with the Kiki Bertens for a long while, wasn't he? Took her into the top 10.
Svitolina. Game,
So they had to work a little harder than I might have seen, but Svitolina on the board.
Well, remember when Panetta won here? She's 32, I want to say. Could be wrong by a year or so.
Never say never, right?
Swiatek and Sabalenka.
Coco Gauff to serve.
Pretty big favorites to win the title here, but we've seen a lot of upsets in the women's game. What do you think?
15.
I mean, I think she'll never beat herself. That would be my first assessment of it. I think she'll always put herself in a position to make the opposition work. It's going to be tough, though, isn't it?
Yeah. There's her father, Corey, who is watches her matches from the Rolex suite. sitting courtside. That started last summer when Coco went on a nice run winning those summer tournaments. She saw him at one tournament and he made a nervous gesture, and that was it. And then she started winning.
15 all.
Alongside Tony Godsick up there, of course. Tony, who one of his agency that he runs, is after Coco.
That's better job accelerating up.
13, 15.
She was making contact so low and really hard. And so when she does that, she falls to her left. Her head is pulling down.
Just without oversimplifying it, if there's one shot that you kind of do feel you can correct, it's just serve, right? Because it's on your own terms.
Right.
It's all you. You're not being, there's no question of reacting to anything. So one element where you can go to work on it.
Game on for sets.
The forehand, on the other hand, as we know, at times this summer has looked pretty vulnerable.
Those are the chances that Svitolina has to take today. She has to find that mix between being very consistent and seeing what Coco can come up with, but also being able to finish points at different times. It's a tough balance to find against a top player.
13.
Yeah, not someone you associate with, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, but necessarily tons of feel
Yeah.
in those situations. This is not really her strength.
Overcomplicated that one. By the way, Gauff, not the player on tour you want to really actually hit many drop shots too. Such a quick first step. Coco trying to swing out more early on in this match than she did in the previous matches. That's a good sign. That would be my advice to her. Try and get some of those nerves out early on by driving her shots.
Game Svitolina.
Yeah, some good serving from Svitolina. Were there majors in your career, Linz, where you came in not feeling great about your game, maybe a little, I don't know, uncertain, but found it in a major? Or what was the sort of balance for you in your career there? Did you work through that at a major? Can you work through it at a major?
Ideally, yes. But you have to believe you can, right? And that's the one thing hurt. It's more so the body language of Gauff here. So far today, she looks great. It's a different look in her eyes.
15.
But Wimbledon loses to Navarro. She was breaking down out there. She was kind of yelling at her cam. She was looking up, help me. Coco's always been at her best when she looks very confident, very determined. And with the women's game, I absolutely think you can kind of work your way into it. 13 days from start until the final for the women. Days off.
Going to be points like that today where she gets a little bit of a taste of her own medicine, isn't it, as well? Because Svitolina, athletically, movement-wise, isn't too far away in terms of defensively. She will force you to hit one more ball, as was the case there. So first real pressure moments on the defending champion. First chances to break.
That's more reminiscent of Gauff's summer last year. Even when she was in trouble, there was no panic. She knew she had a big first serve to rely on. That was 116 and 118 back-to-back, both first serves in. That's a bad error there from Svitolina. Already 6 unforced errors from Svitolina.
Former world number 3, of course, Elina. That was 6 years ago now. Source of encouragement to get out of a game in that sort of fashion. A game where she was in some danger.
Go,
She's serving a little more to the backhand, too. She's serving a little more to your backhand. So watch that. Get height to her backhand now. Here we go.
Just heard Brad in the background there.
And he's back communicating with Gauff in Cincinnati. It was Jean-Christophe Farrell who was the coach who was doing the talking to Coco. Looks like maybe a little shift here again.
And you may not have seen her take that on a few years ago, but we talk about the slight shift in terms of her court position at times, and it was encouraging.
shift in the mindset
15,
from Gauff in this
13.
match compared to her first two. She is being much more proactive. She's always been so fast. Today, she's actually working on taking shots a little earlier, cutting the angle off. She was waiting for the shots in her first couple of matches here.
Different ball, isn't it, from the one against Tatiana Maria, of course, who almost exclusively hit slice for the most part from the back. So it was a case of really trying to generate her own pace out there a couple of days ago.
That's a pattern Svitolina is looking to set up, and started this match with a good tactic, which was go to the backhand. You go to the stronger side maybe early on. Maybe that opens up the weaker side, and that is the forehand of Gauff for some of the bigger points.
Game Svitolina.
So a good hold from
Svitolina
Svitolina.
leads 3 games to
Who's
2.
made a strong start to this third round match on it. Played a lot of tennis already this year. And it's got 54 matches
15
already in
love.
singles, and it's one of the reasons why she's decided actually just to give the doubles a bit of a rest in the interim period. Something the
30
Schwarzer
love.
was complaining about, really, wasn't it, in Cincinnati, that just the amount of events at times that she feels she's forced to play, rightly or wrongly.
Oh, nicely done there from Svitolina. First backhand winner.
30-15.
There's no question Gauff is serving much better so far today, averaging 115 miles an hour. That is huge. In her previous two matches, she averaged 106 and 103. So definitely getting much more pace on her serve.
And as you pointed out to me just a moment or two ago, you feel there's a bit more off the ground, and we can confirm that as well. Hitting with a little bit more pace, the American today.
A little more. Her forehand speed so far in this match is up by 7 miles per hour. That is a big shift in the mindset of Gauff out here. Sometimes when you're not playing your best, you start to buy into maybe what your coaches are telling you, and there's no question Gauff is being much more proactive and aggressive out here today. So hard to win when one of your biggest weapons isn't there. And this was really the one shot that she was relying so much on last year at the US Open. And Nick, out of nowhere, it's back. 118 again to save a break point.
That's
That was a let. She didn't hear it.
And she still hasn't.
Coco.
Whoops.
Oh, next first serve. Yeah.
Her two break points that she had to save, it was 116, 118. These last 2 points at deuce, 118.
Deuce.
I was actually looking at a tally of double faults this year, and obviously it's a high number. It's the most of any player, I think, in the top 20. Averaging around 6 doubles a match so far this season is Coco.
Advantage, Svitolina.
Kept her discipline, didn't she? Didn't give much for Gauff to feed off. He's made a good career out of winning those sorts of points. And now, as you can see from that particular graphic, in those rallies over 9, it's proving profitable for her.
Serve Svitolina has got to cover on the big points. Naturally comes around the outside of it. Got to give Coco the serve to the backhand on the biggest points on that ad side.
Advantage, Gauff.
Interesting. Svitolina is pretty deep behind the baseline to return the second serve. So Gauff maybe doesn't feel as much pressure. Play someone like Swiatek. Swiatek is inside that baseline. Sabalenka as well.
The one thing she got a lot of there was length, wasn't it? Opportunity. And done so well with the two-hander up the line.
That was the wrong shot. Needed to take that forehand back to the Gauff forehand. She's really done the hard work here. One of those longer baseline rallies, and it's Svitolina again getting the upper hand.
Deuce.
Good tennis for a third round. First on.
Just so disciplined, isn't she, Svitolina? In those sorts of exchanges. Almost half an hour we're in here, and still yet to complete 6 games. It's been competitive.
Advantage, Gauff.
toughest test so far. And Gauff hangs on.
3 games all for set. Love.
Going to get a few second serves that are tough for love against the Ukraine, especially when the balls are a little older, as they are here.
Yeah, the last game that will be played with these before new balls into action.
Let's for serve. Fifteen, 13.
Svitolina had no answer.
15-14.
Such a big step up in level from Gauff. First 30 minutes of this match from what we've seen the last couple of months.
Thirty, 14.
Backhand, couple of errors in a row.
Deuce.
Brad Gilbert keeps showing Coco higher spin. There's Kathy Rinaldi, head of the women's department for player development for the USTA. She was the Olympic captain as well this year. And she was telling me Coco was practicing so well in Paris. Really was surprised in how the results turned out, but she was very happy with the level that Coco showed in Paris.
playing with more
No
aggression, more
advantage.
confidence, and giving herself more break points. The court position.
She's really looking to make things happen today. That has been the biggest switch in her game.
Deuce.
The credit Svitolina, who's played the break points so far in very good style.
Both these two have played
Advantage, Svitolina.
very well when they've had to face break points.
Yeah, 6 of them already, without either player converting thus far.
Game.
He's done brilliantly as the Ukrainian, under
New
pressure,
balls, please. Ball
has
change.
held on. Both players not able to take advantage.
Svitolina leads 4, game to 3, first set.
Let's go, Coco!
So Gauff with new balls, serving 3-4.
Love 15. Love 13.
The second serve points one has to be a concern right now. That was arguably our best second of the afternoon. The depth was impeccable, but the counter was equally good. And the Ukrainian, once again, has a good opportunity here.
Love 14.
Well, she's played this game with no first serves. 3 break points she saved. She has put in a monster first serve.
first break then does go the way of Elina Svitolina. A consistent game, but really nothing more.
Games to 3 first sets.
Missing so many in the net.
Listen to me. Transfer with the legs. Allez, Coco. Come on. Here we go. You get this.
And Christophe Farrell. A few more words of advice from him on that occasion. Gauff clearly unhappy still with the first delivery, though.
Yes. 15 love.
Svitolina's played really a perfect mix
love
of shots, distributing them around the court, and also realizing that it's Gauff's backhand today. That, I mean, you heard her just say it to her camp, she's missing so many in the net. And Svitolina is hitting enough to the forehand and then opening up that backhand side.
He has now won 11 of the last 13 points. That's Svitolina.
Love.
It wasn't the obvious shot, but in the end it actually worked out to be an effective one. And she has raced here to set point.
Game
what a turnaround from being down 15-40 on her own serve midway through the set. Svitolina takes the first. Set she's dropped so far this week. Work to be done.
Love 15.
Worth remembering that she actually lost the first set on 3 occasions as well last year. Came back, of course, to win on each occasion.
Wow, a couple of errors in this game from Svitolina.
14-15.
Over the baseline. This is maybe the momentum switch that Gauff was looking to get with that set break.
Game.
A few more first serves landed in that game.
First game, second set.
4 of 5, in fact. That'll always help the cause. They're pretty big ball strikers, aren't they? All, both those players. Has at times been a problem for her, and she has been a little overrun.
15 love.
Elina.
You'd like to see her a little higher up the court, Linz, for the second return.
I think one of the worst shots that Svitolina has is that second serve. But when you see your opponent 5 or 6 feet behind the baseline going to return it, kind of feel a little bit less pressure. Coco does take a step or two in. Svitolina winning
15
2/3
all.
almost of her second serve points. That's a high number. That's something you want to try and take away if you're Gauff.
(30-15).
Svitolina defends her serve well because she moves well, she absorbs pace well. But she can get frustrated when somebody's inside the baseline. You talk about the players who have beaten her. Wow, that was a good overhead from a tricky position. Looking into the sun as well.
40-15. Game Svitolina. 1 game all second sets.
Well, to overstate the obvious challenges that so many of the Ukrainian players have had as well to deal with over the last couple of years, Svitolina has kind of in many ways sort of taken a leadership role, hasn't she? Given her profile athletically back to her homeland on more than one occasion. There was a pass there for Svitolina. Just had the quality to deliver it.
15 love.
Hey, margin that is, margin with the net. You get this, come on. Fire up, up.
all.
Yeah, she has arguably been the more proactive of the second serve return. And the crowd sensing the danger here. Trying to do their bit to lift the defending champion.
(15-13). Let second serve.
Oh, Svitolina stopped playing. Little sign of nerves there. You have got to play everything with this electronic score,
30.
electronic line calling, because shots like that get called in. What a swing this could be.
Thank
Is that
you.
by 1 millimeter, 2
Players are ready,
millimeters
thank
in?
you.
very important stage.
40-30.
Strong defence on that occasion, and what a big game that could prove to be in the context. In the majors as Elina Svitolina, 84-2. When she has won the opening set. In fact, the only two players to have turned things around against her, Serena in Australia back in 2015, and the other occasion was when Halep beat her at the French in 2017. But tough to outlast the Ukrainian, and she has got ahead.
That last game, though, gosh, that felt so huge to really settle Coco back down.
Let's for serve.
Again, she's using that pattern so well. Catching
13-15.
A little bit off guard with how often Svitolina is going to her backhand. So many players come out with that pattern of going to the forehand, but Svitolina going to both sides.
She is so adept at changing direction, isn't she, off her two-hander? There's not many out there that do it as seamlessly as she does.
40-15.
Her serve numbers have been good from Svitolina. Not only has she made a lot, but she's won a lot behind it as well. 22 of 29 points won behind the first.
Game Svitolina. 2 games all second sets.
That's maybe one of the first times she tried to change that, contact the ball in the right position.
Three points would not go amiss at this stage, you sense. Such a high volume of returns, Svitolina, doesn't she? So many balls back into play. decision, though.
40-15.
Something her team was stressing to her between the first and second sets. Gauff serving well. She's going to win some free points. You got to just bide your time till you have your opportunity.
Well,
it has been the forehand today. Surprisingly, that's been the more reliable shot for Gauff. 11 backhand errors. That is the 8th forehand. Another backhand, but a much different second serve, Nick, than what we've been seeing. That one just kind of rolled in at 75. She has been pretty aggressive with her second serve so far.
A look of concern, a look of despair, but not far off from Gauff. More trouble for the American on serve here.
Oh, one of her best returns up 113 mile-an-hour first serve. Just like that from 40-15 up. Great opportunity for Svitolina in this second set.
As good as that shot is, you did feel that was ambitious.
Sure, that was the right time to go for that one, given the last few points.
She was a long way back as well, wasn't she?
Advantage, Gauff.
Such different vibes from these two camps. The Gauff camp, every point on their feet and clapping loud. Svitolina's camp, pretty chill today.
It's so unfortunate. Looks as though it might be landing in with the diversion. Didn't do her any favors. Gauff holds on.
Second set. First set, Svitolina. Thank you, players. Already.
Into big games early on in this second set. Svitolina 2-3.
Four.
Love.
Svitolina even right now with winners to unforced errors. Gauff, -11. Not easy to hit winners against Gauff either in her speed. So Svitolina so far in this match has found that balance, going for her shots. It's a better backhand from Gauff. A little bit more height over the net.
15 all. Thirty 15.
Authoritative return. And Svitolina was on the back foot.
And what a difference the mentality makes for Gauff. Not waiting for those second serve returns as much as she was in the first.
Not going for the first there either.
30.
Things are happening.
Four.
Some game. And that has got them going on Ash.
Gauff leads score game to 2, second set.
Since that might be around the corner, didn't we, after that previous game? Quickly things can shift.
Thank you, players are ready. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Fifteen all. 30-15.
Just the game that Gauff was looking for to back up the break.
Legs for serve.
Coming her way as well.
New balls, please, Walker.
Is a game on the back foot.
Coco was so close to grabbing that momentum in the first set.
15
that 3-all
love.
game, she had her 3 break points. Elina was able to steady herself in the first set, but unable to do so here. Now Coco has the crowd. She's got the energy. She's got the confidence.
This game doesn't look quite as potent as it did 15 minutes ago. Getting caught deep and not recovering. Of course, those 3 comeback wins she had last year over Siegmund in the first round. It was a set down to Mertens, remember, at this stage as well in the 3rd round was Gauff. And then to Sabalenka in the final.
30-all. (40-30). Game Svitolina.
It's a much better finish to the game, though.
Gauff leads
Serves
5
making a
games to
real
3,
difference for
second
Svitolina.
sets.
Inside Ash turned up as they look to do their bit to help the American get over the line here. So percentages are a nice uptick, Linz, in this set.
set is gone well for
13
Gauff.
love.
One of the best sets of tennis she's played, maybe since Roland Garros. Svitolina had a little opportunity early in the set, overplayed a backhand. From that point on, Gauff has looked much more stable out here.
Looked a little forced.
14 love.
Trying to create something out of nothing. Gauff with set points.
Forty 15.
Perfect finish to set number 2 for Coco Gauff, who's still alive. The defense of her title still going. We're all square. It's a centerpiece. Can she recover?
Love 15.
Oh my goodness. Not the way to start off this third set for the match. Svitolina only has 3 double faults. How about 2 in the first 2 points of this final set?
Once again, somewhat surprisingly, it's the two-hander that eventually breaks down. And again, not getting the elevation off it.
Oh my goodness.
15 14.
Svitolina has lost her way really since that break point.
But still had to generate all their own pace off it and did a nice job of that.
30 14.
A rather timid finish
Final six.
to a game that she'd probably rather forget. Winner in this match will take on either Marta Kostyuk or Emma Navarro in the last 16.
Low 15.
Getting ready to take the court over on Louis Armstrong Stadium. First match of the day. And a tie break in the third set.
Yeah, not been many of those, have there? As far as I can remember so far.
Call on the women's side.
No. There was one on the men's yesterday, wasn't there? If memory serves. Men's sick, wasn't it?
Yep.
Tie break in the fifth. Recognising the quality of what will be one of the longest rallies we see all day. 37 shots, in fact. All of them with quality on it. She's feeling it right now. Things happening here for the defending champion. Starting to find her game a little more consistently. Starting to engage the crowd as well. Use them. Disappointment even more apparent off what was such a good return as well. Put herself in such a good position. That chip return has not always been particularly kind to her so far.
Gauff leads 2 games to love. Second,
got to cement
final
the break.
set.
Nice run of games from Gauff, from 2-all in that second set. She has really taken control of this match. 6 out of the last 7 games. more reminiscent of how Gauff played here last year, right? Higher and heavier with the forehand, using the first serve more as a weapon, and using her footwork. Trying to stay in every single point. Make her opponent play that extra shot.
15-all.
Of course, 2-all, wasn't it? 2-all, wasn't it? It was 15-40, Linz, as you say, in that game in the second set. Yeah. Feels as though it's been a fairly pivotal moment.
Wow, what is going
15-13.
with Svitolina's serve in this third set? 4 double faults.
Yeah, can't buy a first either, as you would expect.
Completely out of rhythm with her serve.
With the two-hander there, and has at times today looked to be a little brittle,
15-14.
but consistency may be returning. Such a good job out of the corner as well, didn't she? Looked as though she was going to be a favourite here. This was an incredible get. And yet just occasions of grit in that situation makes it difficult.
Deuce. Advantage, Svitolina.
She didn't seem to let the space there, did she? Still a little static with the feet.
Another swing of momentum.
Yeah, the ups and downs of this match continue. Place in the second week of the US Open at stake here. Still a match you feel that's firmly in the balance right now.
Love.
Just not quite soft enough with the hands, was it? Gauff was there with ample time.
Love. 40 love.
A nice job by Gauff. Could have been down after not breaking in that last game. Had a couple of opportunities to get up a double break, but what a composed service game to follow.
Svitolina not offering much
3 games to 1
from a return standpoint, unusually, really. If you haven't been to usopen.org, make sure you do head over there. Follow us on all the socials, and I'll keep you up to speed with developments here.
Love 15. Love 13.
So many problems on serve in this set, particularly the second. Tough to explain why suddenly it's gone so astray.
1 of 9 second serve points won in this third set.
Would you believe that?
15-13.
Complete miss hit.
That's one of her best serves in this set. That last changeover, Svitolina was kind of moving her foot around. That is pretty heavily strapped. One point had asked for some pain relievers from the physios. She's having a hard time maybe pushing off that leg.
40-13. Deuce.
Just trying to force it again. See the ball, how high it was up to the backhand. Not quite as comfortable in that position.
Please.
worked her way through some challenges today, undoubtedly. As Gauff. A match that could well perhaps turn things for her.
Love 15.
Said it best, Nick, a few games
15
ago. Just something switched in Svitolina, and all of a sudden it just seems so forced now. So you mix in a little bit of frustration, a couple of little opportunities that she had, and it's not been an easy set for her to play.
It just feels like she's looking for shortcuts.
13-15.
Wasn't the case earlier in the match, doesn't it?
Quite the opposite story on the other end of the court for Gauff, who really dug deep to turn this match around at 2-all in the second, on the brink of going down a set and a break.
Much more frugal as well. And the unforced error count in this set, just 6 from Gauff.
$40-13.
Svitolina's game has lacked a bit of consistency at just the wrong time.
Game to 1, final set.
And Gauff on the brink of another win.
$15.
You referenced it earlier, Linz, about trying to play your way into an event, and it certainly feels as though this, I mean, who knows where we'll be in a week from now, but could be a match that might well do that for Gauff in terms of just building a bit of confidence that maybe was missing coming in.
Huge difference from the level that we saw 36 hours ago from Gauff to what we're seeing here today. It's not easy for these players, either 13 or 14-day tournament. You're going to have days where you don't play well. You're going to have moments of doubt.
30-15.
You can't win a major in the first week. Got to give yourself chances, stick around and see what can happen in week 2.
Positive return from Gauff.
Now that clicked in halfway through this match. Going after the return, not just trying to make it.
goes at it, of making her work.
40-13.
Svitolina looking to extend this match a little further. It's an exceptional end to the game.
New balls, please. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So Coco Gauff looking to finish this off. And once again, come back from a set down here on Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Let's second serve.
Left with nowhere to go. And Svitolina at the end of that try just grabbing the ankle again.
I wonder if the ankle bothering Svitolina didn't force her to go for more early in some of these rallies, because the unforced error count and her unwillingness to stay in some of the longer rallies definitely shifted as this match went on.
Oh, 40-15.
Lost points on serve in this set. And a couple have got away of their own doing here.
Please.
Oh, that's sensational.
Deuce. advantage, Svitolina.
Aggressive with the legs. Do good. Don't rush. Aggressive with the legs. Go.
An unusual play, wasn't it? By just chipping the slice on the forehand and asking Svitolina to come forwards, make life difficult for herself because of it. And this game has got difficult all of a sudden. The perfect response now.
That's fabulous. We love it. We love it.
Yeah, advantage, Svitolina.
I love you, baby. Come on. 3 feet over the net. On the touch.
And Svitolina ensures that Gauff
Gauff
has
needs
a
5
little bit more
intermediate
work to do
final
here.
sets.
Here we go. Here we go. Deep breath. Super relax.
As we tick into a third hour of this match.
Another twist we didn't see coming from 5-2, 40 love. Ends up getting broken for just the second time in today's match. Lost her first serve out of nowhere. Made one out of the next 6.
Love the lead.
Svitolina not doing herself any favours whatsoever here. She looks to try and take advantage of an opportunity that came her way. Speed causing the Ukrainian more problems. There's more match points. Another win from behind for Coco Gauff on Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's not been the perfect summer by any stretch, but this could be a significant victory. We can see what it means. Gauff is through 6-3 in the third.
Feels like a bigger win than a third round match for Gauff. Had that fighting spirit back.